on Sunday, Trae Young hit that game-winning floater in Madison Square Garden in what happened to be his first career playoff game. Trae embraced the role of the villain in New York, but tonight the series shifts to Atlanta, tied at a game apiece. So, Perk, what is the key to tonight's pivotal Game 3?
Well, the role players just got to come up better at home, right, and make shots. When you look at the game in Game 2, Bogdanovich and even Hunter, they missed wide open threes. And John Collins, we're talking about a guy that averaged 17 points in the regular season. He had 0 points in Game 2. He will play better in front of 18,000 fans in Atlanta. The role players will play better at home to help the Atlanta Hawks get this win tonight.
Okay, now this is one thing I want to say. Nate McMillan has done a great job. He's done a great job
Absolutely.
there. Outstanding job. But sometimes when you get to the postseason, you can see a poorly constructed team and you can say, like, hey, the GM needs to go get this. Or if players like John Collins doesn't perform, you see players need to do this. There was a moment there during that second half where Nate McMillan kept his scorers on the bench. Bogdanovich and Trae Young kept them on the bench for way too long. He called multiple timeouts, and that run got extended. Then they get back into the game. They go on a 9-0 run, but then the Knicks answer, and it's a minute and a half too late. He's got to shore up these lineups. You can't have all of your offense or most of your offense on the sideline during these runs. Not during the postseason. Trae Young might have to play 42, 43 minutes. You might have to extend Bogdanovich a little bit. So, in my opinion, the biggest adjustment for the Hawks have to be how they clean up their lineups.
Well, I am interested. Well, what do you have to say, Perk?
No, but I'm saying because he wasn't saying that in Game 1 when the Hawks were down. When the Hawks were down.
Yeah, and you're not going to talk about Jay Collins, John Collins, if he has 20 points and then has 0 points in the next game.
But what I'm saying is you wasn't saying that Game 1 when Trae was on the bench towards the end of the third, and Lou Will was the one that came back and put them in striking range. He was still rolling with that same lineup then.
I understand that, but that was an extended stretch. That was an extended stretch of them getting that momentum. That's all I'm saying. Yes, what works for you on one game might not work on Game 2. So obviously the Knicks made an adjustment, and when Trae and Bogdanovich was out of the game, that's when they made their run. That means might have to shorten it up.
The Knicks adjustment was starting Derrick Rose and leaving him in when it mattered the most and rolling with Taj Gibson.
So they switched up what they did. So the Atlanta Hawks have to answer. If a team is switching it up and they're successful, then you have to let them in.
Well, I like that he rolled out just pretty much the 2010-2011 Bulls on the floor. I am interested to see what happens in Atlanta because, look, Trae Young did as well as you could in that crazy Madison Square Garden environment. He said he didn't even realize in the moment that a fan spit on him. We will put that to the side. But just the fans who were bringing the good energy to MSG, and he was able to flourish there. I do want to see on the other end because, Perk, you are right. In Atlanta, they intend on having a full building tonight, and we will see how the younger players, not the old Bulls, old heads, but the younger players on the Knicks, how they do in that environment in Atlanta. I am eager to see that. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.